That's Amador. Amador just trying to stay with him. Shearer just going backwards. He was one of those who was in the pack for Team Europe car, but it's not going to happen. 3.3 Ks to go, and the green jersey comes up. It's Valverde. He took a tumble earlier on today. Right now he wants to check who's around him. It's a big ask. Well, he's got a teammate with him. Can Amador be a foil? Has a look over, and it's going to be the old 1-2s, I believe, from these guys. Chaves doesn't respond just for the time being, and it's Quintana that's decided that he's going to join the fun. Quintana up front just rolls into it. Here we go. This is a brave move by him, albeit almost in slow motion. Over to Quintana comes Rodriguez, and here's Aru also joining the fun, and Majka's in the frame as well. Quintana then at the nose right now, and it's Rodriguez that's on his tail. Just behind is Aru, then comes Rafal Majka, then it's the green jersey of Valverde as well. Just behind is Chaves. Goodness me, there's Pozzovivo also in the frame, and Tom Dumoulin is still here as Valverde imposes himself. Thank you very much. I'm away out of here, and who can follow me? Well, Aru is the man who's been tempted. Rodriguez has got nothing left, I don't think anyway, not at this point. 3.1 kilometres to go. Rodriguez out of the saddle. Oh, and Tom Dumoulin still holds on. He stays with Pozzovivo for the time being from AG Tour Le Mondial in the white and brown. Big grind coming in now. 3 kilometres to go, and Aru hasn't panicked, but he's maintaining a decent pace. For a man who's been down on the deck, this is great work by Valverde, and he steps out of the saddle yet again. Rodriguez does respond, finally finding somebody to fight alongside after his team had done so much work today. Aru picks it up yet again. Quintana's always here to pounce if he needs to be, and Sky dragging themselves into this one as well. 2.9 to go, Sean.
Yes, we can see there it's Movistar who are just pushing on the pressure immediately on the beginning of the climb. Valverde pushes on, then Quintana puts in a dig. Now we can see they're just coming back together, and not surprised if Quintana have a go again, but this is the time when there's a little bit of downtime for somebody to go in the attack, as we can see Cris Froome having difficulty once again staying with that leading group.
Cris Froome, he's not with the King of the Mountains wearer at the moment, and it's all spread out across this mountain. Well, will this give Nicolas Roche a chance to go for it? Cris Froome has amazing feats of recovery. Tom Dumoulin has kicked off. This is brave stuff with 2.7 to go. He's trying to draw himself out and away, and particularly away from the red jersey of Chaves. This is for the lead of the race. He's using these little intermediate ramps, Sean. It does actually go downhill, almost unkindly, and Cris Froome's got himself back in, sailed back through. He's passing Quintana right now. P3. Tom Dumoulin tries to cool himself off, and his big lantern jaw has a look back just to see where Chaves is. Brave stuff.
Yes, we can see there Dumoulin is the one who was setting the pace, and he's done it before on the previous days. He just goes out there, sets a real strong pace, and the interesting one is Team Sky. We can see Froome is back on the front of the group of favourites.
Not only that, he's passed through, and here is Chaves who's suffering. That's why Tom Dumoulin has gone on the attack. Brave stuff. What can Chaves do to respond right now? He's got a flat earth section. He's been busy for so much of this race. Even if it ended here for him, it would still be a success with 2 stage wins, but he's got to find something extra, and frankly, he's got to find it on his own. He's got no teammates around, but he's doing it. Others are also being tempted into the fray. Here's Cris Froome. There's Valverde. Lots of mix and match at the moment. Tom Dumoulin, has he run out of juice? There he is out front, and it's Chaves that's bridging over to Dumoulin, battling to keep hold of his jersey as Aru responds and just sails round at the moment. Nicolas Roche, who's still here. There is Roche. Froome goes past Roche. Valverde can't respond at the moment. Pozzovivo still in the frame, just looking at the back end of it now as well. And Dumoulin goes again. Brave stuff. Terrific stuff from the big man.
Yes, well, he is just keeping the pace real high, and that's what Dumoulin can do very well. He just sets a very strong pace, and that just puts the other ones under pressure. He doesn't like to slow down, then a sudden attack. He cannot manage that, and we can see he's just trying to keep the pace very high. But again, a lot of the big favourites here. Valverde starting to get into difficulty, as does a lot of other riders, but he's about to make it back into this group of favourites.
Gets back on to Majka, and Aru goes for it now. This is a big one, this is a big dig, and this is all the way, is it? Chaves goes with him as well, and he sits back down. Cris Froome, with the constant changes of pace up ahead of him, just maintains his tempo. This is something he's amazingly good at, and this is Cris Froome riding himself back into our consciousness, I guess. Chaves hits the front, or at least alongside Aru, and Majka's looking at him. Majka's looking at the back wheel. He's waiting. He doesn't look overly uncomfortable, let's put it that way. Majka, we'll see. Tom Dumoulin has another look right now with 1700 metres. He's going again. Dumoulin goes off the front. Nobody responds. Very brave stuff by Dumoulin. The Dutchman is going for this big time. Well, he said he felt good and he said he would go for it, and that's what he's proving. He's a man as good as his word.
Yes, well, he is feeling real good, because to be attacking at the point where he went the first time, it shows that he's good, and he knows a little bit of looking about from the other favourites, and away he goes.
Roche goes and drags Meintjes along with him. Froome tries to follow on. He's got Rodriguez on his tail. Well, can Dumoulin deliver? He's been close. He was second, of course, on the opening day. Starting this day, only 10 seconds down in the general classification. It's a brave rider you're looking at. He's a big man. He's not supposed to be able to get up these kind of inclines, and he's away. 1,400 metres to go.
Yes, well, he is, this point is where he can make the advantage, pulling, quite a bit out. 10 seconds at the moment. It's the steep section. That's where he will have difficulty continuing.
Dumoulin's up there. He's got a problem, and that's that Sky are looking to get themselves back in and maybe find a bit of space. They know who the principals are, and they want to be a principal player, and Cris Froome picks up the pace right now, suddenly spins it up on the barriers. Can't quite see it. We're masked by the big frame, but here it is. Back with Froome right now. Who's he dragging up with him? Is it nobody? No, about a bike length and a half back to Rodriguez, who gets up there and drags Chaves back up to the important part as well. Quintana's also here. Valverde's getting back in on this one. There's Pozzovivo just behind Louis Meintjes. Quick check over the shoulder for Nicolas Roche, who's trying to stay involved as well. Rodriguez just stalking. 8 seconds is what Dumoulin's got with 1,100 metres to go. Chaves just takes a knock and drifts over towards. That's a rhythm breaker on occasion. Crowd encroaching here, trying to offer encouragement. It can be a distraction as well at a moment such as this. And Majka comes through, and here he is. I said he looks fresh, I said he looks lively, and right now that's exactly him. He's the main danger, I think, to Dumoulin. Majka looking for a stage win. 10 seconds is the advantage. Can Majka bridge? I think he can.
Yes, well, we're coming to the section now where it's getting very difficult. The final kilometre we see there just gone through for Majka, and the rest of the favourites also coming through that area. Majka looking very good at the moment. Dumoulin, of course, he has the advantage out in front, but he's been out there for a while, and the steeper section still to come.
900 metres, that's all. The Flamme Rouge almost cruelly fluttering above their heads. There's Dumoulin out front with the bravest effort of all. There's Majka, a man who's been clearly on a lot of good form. And Froome kicks again. This is fantastic. Froome taking it. He's taken so many blows, at least in terms of words from journalists, and huge question marks. Well, at the moment, he's turning those into exclamation marks, and he's going for it. Staying with him is Rodriguez. Likewise, Quintana. You look behind, that's Aru, as one of the cruel turns is taken by Majka, and he's still in the saddle. Finally gets out of it. Cris Froome's exactly like that as well. He's wrestling towards the barriers, and as he does so, he drags Rodriguez with him. Quintana's going backwards, so is Aru. He sails past Majka, and here's Dumoulin still. 7 seconds it says. It's a narrow margin indeed, and Chaves is going backwards. The grimace tells it all. It tells you not only about today, but how much effort he's put into this race so far. Tom Dumoulin's still grinding on. He's still there. He's got some great climbing names behind him. He's got some great GC men. If this levels just slightly, then he can pull away. He's got the time trial ability to set that tempo, but some behind him are great climbers in this kind of situation, and more so than that, they're hugely experienced. Can Dumoulin hold on? It doesn't look like it. Froome's coming over to him right now, and in so he's bringing Rodriguez and Majka to join the fun. Aru starts to wrestle. He's bringing Quintana as well into the frame. What a day we've got here, and it's not over yet.
Yes, we can see there that Froome is just walking away on it, but Rodriguez in the position where he is a real danger man. Now he's starting to put in the attack, and Rodriguez, we know, with just that 250 metres to go, Rodriguez putting on, but what a performance by Froome, looking to be in difficulty and then suddenly get into the normal where he can accelerate so well.
And Froome goes for it, he attacks around the outside. Cris Froome, he's approaching his best. Some said it might be back in the second week, the third week. No, it's right now, right here, Cris Froome. Oh, look at this. Tour de France, not enough. Wants another Grand Tour. He's looking for greatness, and today I think he might just be finding it. 150 metres from home. It's going to be Froome's day, this. Unless, of course, somebody can dig deep, and the man who's digging deepest of all is Dumoulin. Tom Dumoulin's going to be in the leader's jersey at the end of today, there's no doubt about that. He might just take a stage win as well. He bridges over to Froome. He's going to sail by. An amazing performance by Tom Dumoulin. He's a big man. He's not supposed to be able to do this sort of thing. He's a great time trialist. He's proving he's a great rider as well. Oh, chapeau, Tom Dumoulin. Amazing performance. Froome second on the day. Then comes Rodriguez, and we look down the mountain to some huge names who are supposed to easily in this kind of terrain have the beating of Dumoulin. Well, they haven't. He's taken the day. Aru hits the line right now. Majka comes across the line right now. Listen to the names we're calling. Quintana, for goodness sake. It all underscores exactly what this man has just achieved. Amazing. Valverde over the line right now. Nico Roche wrestles into it. Pozzovivo as well. Main Keys is here. We look down for the red jersey, and there it is. Chaves is going to hand it over, but I don't think he'll mind. Not after that performance. We've had a great winner today, and you're looking at him right now. What about that? Dribs and drabs, the whole field. It was a day that was going to potentially blow everyone apart. I did not expect Tom Dumoulin to take it today. Sean, we've been waiting.
And Rodriguez trying with about 300, 350 out. Froome, reacting. And Dumoulin, what a final 100 metres sprint he put in there. After being out so long, we must not forget on his own, because he was the one who went at 2 kilometres out. But general classification, men, just gaps everywhere. And just, a battle for everybody to make it to the line on this real steep gradient.
Wow. And they're coming through for minor places, as you can see, because this is about time gaps as well, and bragging rights later on. But I don't know. Scream his name. I have been. I'm going to have to rest the old tonsils. Tom Dumoulin. What a great ride that was. Wow, Sean. What a day. Here we go, Tom Dumoulin. Look at this.
Yes, when you look at this, when we see the front-on shots, but now overhead, Froome had quite a number of bike lengths of advantage, and we can see that Dumoulin realised that Rodriguez wasn't going anywhere, decided to go for the sprint, and just takes Froome 10-15 metres before the line.
Wow. Tom Dumoulin, he does it everywhere.